Let's get it in with this damn NBA talk, yo. I'm really annoyed, and I know this show is not. I don't want nobody to think it's straight up a sports show, but we had to get on this time, yo. We had to get on it for the majority of the show. Of course, we're gonna be talking about it. Y'all can post comments on the Facebooks, Twitter pages, YouTube, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Because this is getting on my damn nerves, for real. It's pissing me off. It's pissing Chiefs off. It's pissing Profitt off. And
ain't pissing me off that much.
Well, I don't know. It's not pissing him off that much. It should, because I don't know why. It should be pissing him off as much as me. Because you gotta have, your boys gotta come back from last year. You know that. After what happened.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You gotta make sure Dirt and them know what's up. But anyway, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to let Big Keith break it down as far as this lockout situation right now. Go ahead, yo. Break the shit down.
But what do you mean? Where do you mean starting? Well, how it started, or what's going on? What do you mean started?
Well, most people know how it started and all this and that. As far as, I guess you could say, I want to say, paraphrase it. You know what I'm saying? As much as you can. You don't have to go on a long drawn out, but enlighten people and get them caught up.
All right. Long story short, lockout. NBA's been on the lockout since July 1st. David Stern. It's almost similar to the NFL lockout, but with a few revisions. The major thing is the revenue split. The NBA wants to do 57%. The NBA players want to do 57%, and then the owners, they want to split it down. They want to split it 50-50 down the middle. And that's a major issue that's going on right now. And see, now they started at the beginning of September. The commissioner, David Stern, he postponed training camp, and now it's got to the point where he canceled the whole preseason. Now it gets to the point, now he's canceled the first 2 weeks of the NBA season. That's what we're saying there right now. And then they have the meetings every other day, every other night. This shit is getting crazy, because now they have the meetings like, motherfuckers started meeting that. They just had meetings out of nowhere. You turn to ESPN, motherfuckers they just had a meeting at 3 o'clock in the morning in New York or something. Like a private meeting. But it's really, who is to blame? It's 50-50 on who's to blame. Some say it's the players, some say it's the owners. Some people are blaming the commissioner, but the commissioner is starting to act like Roger Goodell the same way he acted during the NFL lockout.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just my opinion. I don't know what everybody else thinks about that, but I really think that David Stern is starting to become Roger Goodell, where, as in players like in NFL, for instance, like you had players like James Harrison from Pittsburgh. You just had some players that didn't agree with the way Roger Goodell, but then you got players like, Dwayne Wade. I know what we discussed this last week about Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade and the commissioner got into it during one of the meetings where they started pointing fingers in each other's faces, and it got real heated. And some of the players walked out, and one of the dudes had to come get them, talking about, sit back, see what they got to say. That's how bad this lockout has got. And at this point, word is next Tuesday is supposed to be a big meeting about, and then they're saying Christmas games, the Christmas Day games could be gone. So at this point, the next big step is the meeting they have next Tuesday. They're bringing in a mediator. They bring in the mediator. Here's the thing, though. Here's the cool thing, though. The mediator they're bringing in is the same dude who's the mediator during the NFL lockout.
Okay.
So he's going to try to get the two sides to sit down, see what this whole thing is about, try to get something put together. My opinion, I don't think nothing's going to change. Just expect them to wipe out some more games. Because the two players, and then look at the dudes running for the NBA, Derek Fisher. Now, Fisher is a veteran in the game. I ain't going to take nothing away from him, but I don't really think he's the one dude that really needs to be speaking for the players. If anything, they need to get dudes that are veteran players, like not even playing in the game no more. Like I say, for instance, like Alonzo Mourning to come forward to say something.
That's the shit. That's the thing I was, hitting on earlier or the other day. That they saying that back in what was it, '98 or whatever, that Jordan stepped up for the players. He was a veteran. So Barkley and Reggie Miller started going in on how LeBron, Kobe, Wade, Melo, they need to step up. You know what I'm saying? Then of course they had to turn it on into a Miami Heat thing, like throw jabs and stuff at them for and like it's their fault that this lockout happened. Like it's just them. So it was annoying me because it's like them two dudes are it's them and Chris Webber that annoy me the most. Not and Barry. Not what's his name? John. John Barry. Yeah, John Barry.
Yeah, the dude you talking about from ESPN,
yeah,
right?
he pisses me off because it's everybody that has no ring. That's what pisses me off. But I won't even get into that yet. I'll say that for later. But this whole thing is, on all sides, y'all millionaires. Y'all niggas could play for free for 2 years and be all right. You know what I'm saying? On some real shit. And the same thing, the owners got bread too. I understand niggas want to get money, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it's just a lot of bickering amongst these two, and it's annoying me. I feel like now, since players got more intelligence now, they not just idiots that just can bounce a ball, that now owners are scared now. Like, oh, this ain't the 70s and the 60s no more. These dudes got, they not slaves no more. That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? And now that they taking a stand and doing what they got to do and they know the business, now you want to take that back from them. And that's why I get mad at cats like Charles Barkley and them. Because you told us growing up that you wanted us to get higher education. Now that we did, now you want to take that back by saying that we basically, in so many words, the players should go back to letting the owners run them, basically. And you know what I'm saying? They get mad at Melo, LeBron.
Because that's what he was used to, pretty much.
Exactly.
Like you just said, came in the league, didn't know anything about business. People, do everything for him, so he really doesn't know or understand, how things are working. So of course he's going to come out of his mouth like that for no reason.
Exactly.
I mean, unless he wants to come in and help negotiate, you really shouldn't be saying anything about it.
Period.
You want to sit there and talk, period. I mean, you want to sit there and talk about how, I don't like what LeBron and D Wade and all them did. Like, it was perfectly legal for them to do that. So it's just like, what is your argument? I don't understand that.
And then how you
think about you opening your mouth, but you're not putting your 2 cents into what's going on.
Exactly.
Yeah, you adding to the problem instead of finding solutions to the problem. Exactly. Instead of voicing your opinion, opening your mouth, why don't you come forward and represent the players? You used to be one. You know what it's like.
Yeah.
So instead of, open your mouth, get your opinion in there. Let the commissioner know. Damn well Barkley don't let the commissioner as well as the other players do. Because, people are already going to listen to Charles Barkley, whatever he has to say anyway. So rather than to sit there and just be like, criticizing players and, their decisions and whatnot, why don't you be the person, try to get people together, come up with a solution. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, and another. Yeah, go ahead.
Another thing about the lockout was another thing I point out forgot to make. Another thing they said about was the small market team losing these big name players. Like, how Boston started the big three: Pierce, Allen, and Garnett. When a lot of teams wanted to do the same system because they were starting to win championships. They won a title in their first year together. Then you start taking players, big name players like LeBron James, who played for the Cavaliers. He went to the Miami Heat. Start taking Boston, that came from Toronto to Miami. All these small market teams are losing these big name players. And see, Stern wants that to stop happening. He wants these big name players to stop going to these big franchises like New York, Miami, Boston, and start forming these superpower teams. Because that means the small market teams are losing their players, and then they're losing profit at the same time. Because fans are going to stop coming to the games, though. You think? I mean, fans, no matter what, fans will keep coming to the NBA games, but then you start losing players, your big name players from your team. Look at Cleveland last year. Look how bad they did when LeBron. Ticket sales was down. Nobody was coming to the game. And then motherfucker was on ESPN when he did that show, The Decision. They got mad out of burning this nigga's jersey in the street.
But let me tell you, to jump into that, it's your fault. You built the team around one dude. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You didn't build a team. You built a dude. So that's your fault that you lost all of that. Not only that, is that the fact that you paying Varejao almost $10 million and he's a role player for real. He ain't no real starter like that. Cavs suck. That's why he a starter. But he couldn't go nowhere else and be a 100% named dude like that. Like, that dude is not Amari Stoudemire. They paying these dudes money. That's why they not being able to make a team. If they wasn't paying the bums, because Jordan and them didn't even get paid all that much, but you didn't have cats like, if you look at all the cats from back in the day, you look at now he's whack to me, but you look at Corey Blunt. Corey Blunt these days will be making $7 million. You see what I'm saying? Corey, the point, I know the economy is different, all that, but you paying these dudes mad money, and you chose to pay all of these dudes mad money to do that. Even, like I say, even the bums. So the point is that if you didn't pay the bums that big money, think about if you paid Varejao $2 million, how many cats could you get on that squad? The reason why Cleveland couldn't get nobody is because all their money left with LeBron. But if they wouldn't have done, if they would have done what they were supposed to do financially, you know what I'm saying, they would have had a squad and wouldn't have fell that far down. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. Go ahead though. My fault.
When they thinking LeBron, they try to build a team around him, and he left because he felt like I have a better chance of winning in Miami than I do here.
Now,
and that was his decision. Everybody now, I'm a Heat fan. I'm gonna say it like that. I'm a Heat fan. You know, and when he saw him leave, I'm like, that was his decision. I mean, he felt like he had a better opportunity to win in Miami than he did with Cleveland, because if he stays in Cleveland, all he's gonna do is gonna get more pissed off. And every single year when they get knocked at the playoffs, he's gonna start bitching, he's gonna start crying, and then eventually he's gonna want out. So they knew eventually he was gonna leave. They put some players around him. And they never got good. So that's what him leaving. That's why he wanted to leave. I mean, that was everybody pissed with him, talking about he was Cleveland's economy. If you depend on this nigga for your economy, you really need to come up with a new budget plan.
Yo, my dudes was saying, people was like, oh, yo, LeBron, you know, that's grimy. He left. He did all this, you know, the NBA is going to be ruined and the lockout is coming up. And you know what I'm saying? And they were saying that, yo, he, you know, they basically, you know, they built the team. They let him make decisions. If you let a nigga make decisions, I'm sorry to keep you dropping the N-word like that, but if y'all let one dude, just imagine letting your worker make a decision about your business. You sound like a damn fool. You letting a work, I don't care how good the dude is, at the end of the day, you have to know your business. So I don't know what it was, and I doubt LeBron said no. What about the Hickson, Amari Stoudemire trade? They didn't want to do that because they thought there was a bright future in Hickson. You going to take Hickson over Amari? Come on now. Let's be real. They could have had that. They could have got Ray Allen back in the day. They didn't do that either.
Exactly.
So it's like, come on.
I remember that deal.
Whose fault is that right there? Is that on the real? I heard they could have got Jason Kidd too. So you do, and I don't care if LeBron didn't want nobody. Yo, he works for you. See what I'm saying? I don't care what the deal is. If LeBron's winning, I know LeBron's gonna win. It don't matter. If he get any of those cats and they winning, he wouldn't have been like, oh, I want to leave. He might have left after they won a couple of rings or whatever. But I know for a fact, just knowing that dude want to win. I mean, that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? But it just irks me that, you know what I'm saying, they the ones that made the decision to pay these cats all these money. Like I said, I don't mind Kobe, LeBron, Melo, Chris Paul, the cats like that making big money. But when you talking about Varejao, you talking about Booby, you talking about even Mo Williams. I mean, Mo Williams might, I'd say at best 4 or 5. I don't think he's a $12 million player or nothing like that. I'm sorry, like that's not him. You know, Mo Williams is the equivalent of Ron Harper when he went to the Bulls. To me, he ain't even Ron Harper.
Wait a minute, he went Ron Harper.
You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't even Ron Harper in Ron Harper's prime like that. You know what I'm saying? Just the way I seen it in the last, I'm gonna say, 4 years of watching him play, I wasn't feeling that dude like that. He was, you know, small and he was nice when he wanted to be, but it was only when it was like nobody could step up. I understand that. I understand not wanting to have everything on your shoulders and wanting other people to be able to step up. And I hate the fact that cats want to compare. I know we're going off the lockout, but I had to say this. When you want to compare cats like Jordan, Bird, and Magic, that annoys me when they had cats I mean, let's be real. They won games and Kareem wasn't there when Magic had to play center. And you're going to tell me that they didn't have a – I mean, look at they had Hall of Famers, multiple on one squad, and you're going to tell me that Dwayne Wade and LeBron did something wrong. No, the reason that they did it wrong is because you didn't puppeteer that. They made their own decision, like Melo made their own decision, and that's why you're mad.
Another thing is that D-Wade, he could have chose the lead too, but Dwayne Wade stayed where he was. Dwayne Wade knew if he went anywhere else. Now, you know damn well Dwayne Wade was not going to go to Chicago. You know that was you know Dwayne. I knew that wasn't going to happen. I know Dwayne Wade. I know he wasn't going to Cleveland with LeBron. I knew he wanted to stay in Miami. That's where his heart was at. I know he wasn't going to go to Chicago. I know LeBron wasn't going to Chicago because, come on now, LeBron played in the city where Jordan played. That was like that's
I
like
wanted him to go there,
like on his legacy. You know, that's like spitting on his legacy. So you figure when he came out with the decision, you know where he was going to end up going. Either it was going to end up being Miami or New York.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, Dan hyped it up so much, I thought he was going to eventually go to New York. That's where I thought he was going. But when the day before the decision, when he announced he was there, and then all of a sudden, out the blue, Boston announced that he coming to Miami, all the pieces started falling into place.
Yep.
You pretty much knew when he said he's taking his talents to South Beach. I said, "Oh, here we go. Now here come the critics." Yep.
Oh, of course. Of course.
But to bring it back into perspective here, I mean, are y'all really going to be missing a couple of games? I mean, it's a long season regardless. I mean, Are y'all really going to be missing the Christmas game by any chance, or the? I'll say it like this. I don't mean to cut you. I'll say it like this: the Christmas Day game. Ever since I was growing up as a kid, Christmas Day games are the games I've always been looking forward to when it comes to the NBA season.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Christmas Day games and then the All-Star break. Those would be like the two, other than the playoffs, those are the two most, like, my favorite parts of the NBA season. Yeah. You know, when it started, and like I was telling Fuego last week, you know, when you asked me, do you think the NBA is going to cancel all the games? Honestly, in my honest opinion, I think they're going to wipe out the whole season.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just pointless if you keep canceling games, we ain't gonna have a season. If you keep postponing games up to December, if he wipes out the Christmas Day games, what you gonna be left with? That's got what? That's almost 40 games left. I mean, you're gonna be looking at the 98-99 season when they down to 50 games again. The whole thing's a mess, and I don't believe bringing the Duke in next week is gonna help the situation any. I think it's gonna make it worse.
It'll work. It'll work eventually. You know, it's probably just going to be like the same thing. It's going to be the same thing like they did in the NFL. They're going to sit there and argue about, you know, the players want this, the owners want that. You're going to bring in somebody to, you know, coordinate the whole thing. And it's just going to come down to the owners are going to end up winning anyway. So it's just like y'all might as well just, you know, come up with something because y'all ain't going to win.
I'm gonna say two things, and then I want to go to a track. But one thing I want to say is that the Christmas Day joint, it's not the canceling of the 2 weeks and all that. It's the games that was going to be played. The first game was Madison Square. It was Madison Square Garden, Heat and Knicks. It was Melo and LeBron, and I wanted to see that. You know what I'm saying? I know it was going to be a big game. It's not really the fact that it's two. If they was playing, you know, if it was like Milwaukee and Heat and the Bulls in Minnesota, I wouldn't give a damn too much about that. But Christmas, I mean, they playing the Mavs. You got the Bulls and the Lakers. And they got the Celtics and the Knicks. Those are like nasty games. Like I'm watching every one. Usually, all three games, and usually I don't even want to see all three. I just want to see one or maybe two. But I will be glued for that. That's the only reason. But I feel like they said if they do not get it straight by Tuesday, this shit's getting canceled through December.
Yeah.
Through December. So I was like, I bet that's all right there. And then I forgot the other joint I was about to say. I was about to say something about because you made a comment about I'm gonna go to the track real quick and I'll remember when we come back. All right.
Homie, what's up? Why you tryna play games, man? I ain't no dummy. You better have my money. That's right. 'Cause really I don't think you want no problem with that. If I can, I'll see you on the money. 'Cause I Chopper got that llama, hit your block up like boom shakalaka. So act crazy if you want, set it out if you want. Be a man and grow a pair, do something but you won't. Why? Well, cause you ain't bout that. Catch me slipping out that. Got a couple goonies in my squad, that's why I talk that. Plus I get it in, that's why these haters want me gone. Don't pay attention to these little niggas. Why? Cause I'm grown, man, I do this for my city I put on. All that funny shit is dead, set it out, finish on. Why you tryna play games, man? I ain't no dummy. Pussy nigga better have my money. Cause nigga, I don't think you want no problem with that chopper. If I gotta, I'll see you on the mama. Cause I ain't never had no nigga try to take nothing from me. Pussy nigga better have my money. Little nigga, I don't think you want no problem with that chopper. If I gotta, I'll see you on the mama tomorrow. Man, these niggas swear they riders, yeah, right, I can't tell. All that talking in the rap, they must be talking to themselves. How you come across some hoes and you the one that's getting pimped? These niggas talking out they asses, why they always talking shit? Throw your role, play your position before you wind up in the dick. You don't really want no problems, you just bother cause I'm rich. But you don't like the fact I'm everything you can't be. Ain't nothing changed but the money, it would never change me. I'm a G, squad up, get the teams on deck. Wave runners is the game, and I ride for my set. Q&D, you would think I was floating away, I with the D. Mind your business if you wanna know, just know I'm doing me. Cause I'm hot, them dudes is so. They ain't tricking no, though I'm blowing on that sticky cup, full of Coca-Loso. Plus I pop the bean and I wash it down with lean. So keep it cool before I really make